Alright, okay. Get out of here. Ooh, there's a good one. Alright, woo, that's warm in here. So, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a garden plot. That's really interesting. That was a ghost car sitting there. The ground's not frozen, so that's good. Now I got to figure out if I can get my wheelbarrow in my car. If not, I'm gonna have to. I have roof racks somewhere, I'm sure, and I gotta see if I can get. Yeah, because I can get a wheelbarrow on top of the car, but she's gonna pick up a wheelbarrow anyway and an edger. I miss having my truck, I really do. So I'm going to need an edger, I'm going to need a shovel, obviously my pick I have. I'm going to have to clear the pop bottles out of my car, take my chainsaws out. I don't know if I could get a wheelbarrow in there. I'm going to try it. Even if I get the small one in there, but if not, I'll... that's something I'm going to have to pick up as a good edging tool. I'm sure I have one, I just don't know where the hell I would have put it though. And I don't know if I have a good one or not. If you're going to do any sort of yard work, it's a tool that, I'll let them go. I got a big oil furnace in there to take out. Cast iron oil furnace, so I got to get that for scrap metal. There you go. So, let me think here. Wait, so an edging tool is a must-have for flower beds. They won't look good unless you get a nice sharp clean edge on them. So that's a tool I got to pick up. The Dutch hoe, remember the Dutch hoe from last year? I love the Dutch hoe, just because it's called the Dutch hoe. You know, it's a nice long, slender, good-looking Dutch hoe. You know what I mean? Those work really well, but so do blowtorches. Yeah, for the I gotta get one of those this year too. So like between Paul and I, we're building our businesses and we work together. We're kind of like, I have clients he doesn't have, he has clients I don't have, but we're work together more often than not, right? And he's a little bit ahead on me on the tools, but like there's a lot of stuff that it's just like, that's really not that expensive. Even if you spent $100 on an edging tool, like I don't even think that you can get a cheap one probably for about 20-30 bucks, right? You get that, a good rakes, a good you know, that stuff lasts you a long time, you know. Even the wood handle stuff will last you a decade, you know, for what you pay for it. Definitely a good return on investment. So whenever I get a little bit further ahead and more settled up, I don't know if my next vehicle is going to be a truck or not, but let's say for argument's sake it is. I want a small like U-Haul style trailer that I can fit a riding mower in. And just so you know, still now, as of last year, end of last year, they're now making riding mowers and push motors, electric and gas. But their biggest gas-powered riding mower has a Kawasaki engine in it. So in other words, Ninja, probably not a Ninja engine, but that'd be cool if it did, because that thing would be bloody crazy. You know, it's like, yeah, you got a what do you call a K2 engine in there or whatever, you know, like turbocharged 300 horsepower freaking 4-banger engine, and that would be freaking cool. that thing would only need 2 back wheels, that's it. That thing could take off like a helicopter if you had that. I wonder what would happen if you put the H2 engine, sorry, not the K2, the H2. K2's, that's old. good week this week. God knows I need it. I mean, I just spent $520 on my credit card and dropped off my whippersnipper, which will either need to be replaced or a tune-up. Not sure yet which, but not sure what's wrong with it, right? So the guy's gonna let me know this afternoon. Well, I'll probably call him. He's there till 5, so I'll say, yeah, what's it look like? What's it looking like? And he'll say, yay, nay, you're gonna owe me this. But I told him not to do anything until we talk, so that way if we have to tune it up, we'll be like, okay, well, tune it up, I'll be there Friday and I'll pick it up. Because I don't need the whippersnipper right yet, but I want to have it ready to go. So if it's just a tune-up and I got to pay for the tune-up, fine, tune her up, get her. You know, I don't want to have any problems for this season with it, right? Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So my friend, you should see her dog. I forget what she said. It was some sort of, it almost looked like a Cocker Spaniel, but it's not a Cocker Spaniel. Things like on it. It was so hyper to see me. Like it's like a dog, like a Dalmatian. If you've ever been around a Dalmatian, how nuts they are. This dog was like that. It was like just, yeah, you're my friend. Pet me, pet me. She was all over me, right? When I was leaving, she was on her hind legs waving at me. I was like, this skinny little dog was like, yeah. So hyper, eh? Like those dogs, you gotta let them run and run and run. Like you can't burn the energy out of those dogs. They're a very high-strung dog for sure. Friendly, extremely friendly, but yeah, that's definitely for somebody who can, you know, like, yeah, it's a very hyper dog. We'll just say that, but yeah, very friendly dog. So dogs are like the best people ever. Oh yeah, the turn's here. Don't hit that big pothole. Don't hit that little pothole. Miss that pothole. Haha, you did good. Ah, there's the man. So yeah, so if I can get a couple of days work here, I'm gonna stop and see another client because I got these flowers here. I got to figure out what, if I'm just throwing them in the ground or if I need a certain type of topsoil, because we're at that point, according to the packages, that we should be she should be starting them now, and then you plant them like a week before the end of the last frost. But we're talking Canada here. Last frost is like in June. So whatever, but there might be tricks we can do, like plant them early and throw, say, like plastic over it till they germinate, and then, you know, until the last frost, just like, you know, cover them at night, that kind of thing. I'm hoping that, because it's going to look good where it is. Like it's in a kind of a rough area on her property, so it's like she can't do anything with it. Like she can't really do anything with it. So I might as well put it like a little flower garden or something, right? So there we go. But oh, look at that! The water's almost all opened up. Be a little bit cold for a swim yet. Little bit cold. But if I can get that done this week, start on all my regulars next week. Like I'm sort of shopping her for. I asked her if she had somebody cutting her grass, because that could, for Paul and I, we could probably do that and throw her on as an extra client, because that would really. She would probably be the last client I could take on, but that would give me like a really good guaranteed client list for the season, which is really good. Guys, there's lots of money in the horticulture stuff for sure, but you need a lot of knowledge for that.